Welcome everyone to Liad Kuhl's Bar Mitzvah. With your permission, I ask you to please rise and welcome our Bar Mitzvah. Ya'amod, Ya'amod, Bar Mitzvah Liad ben Yonatan V'Sigal Chazak. Placed on the bima, you may be seated. A bar mitzvah is a title. It means son of the commandments. Traditionally, for a boy or a girl in the Jewish faith, they're called up to the Torah and given the great honor of participating in the reading of the Torah. This morning, Liad will be reading from the Ten Commandments with 5 minute booklets. We'll do a blessing before, we'll do the reading, and then a blessing afterwards.
you, God. Thank you forever. Thank you, God, King of the world. Thank you for giving us the Torah. Thank you for making the Jewish people special. The Ten Commandments. God spoke to Moses and said, I am God, I led you from Egypt. There is only one God. Do not pray to statues. Respect God's name. Remember Shabbat and keep it holy. Honor your father and your mother. You are finished. Do not murder. You spell it murder. Love your husband or your wife. Do not steal. Do not tell lies. Do not be jealous. Thank you, God, King of the world. You gave us the Torah. You let our souls live forever. Thank you, God.
Thank you for coming to share this special day. Thank you for coming to share this special day with me and my family. I feel blessed to have everyone here. To have everyone here to help celebrate this very important day in my life.
Everyone please rise. Abar Mitzvah, Liad Ben Jonathan V'Sigal, Pavush Hayom Lekol HaMakom Lekol HaTorah, V'Litin Shabbat L'Shem HaGadol HaKadosh Al Kol HaTova She'asa Lo Elohim Yom Hivalda Yom Hazeh Yitzchazeh Kadosh Baruch Hu Yitagel V'Yishmerehu Yishalem Imana Elohav L'Kodesh V'Ratzot ללכת בדרכיו, לשמור מתורתיו, חוקותיו ומשפטיו, ימזכיר מצליח בכל דרכיו, ויצדק אותו בעיני אלוהים, לזכור הוריו, ותורה וחוקיו מעשים טובים, ונאמר אמן. May He bless our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Bless our bar mitzvah Liad, who has marked this occasion by being called to the Torah. He has come with reverence for God, the Torah, and His Jewish faith, to thank for all the good which has been His since the day of His birth. May God, praise be He, grant him a long life. May it be at one with the Lord his God, studying His teachings, walking His path. May he prosper in all his worthy endeavors and find favor before God and mankind. May his family rear him to adulthood, imbued with the love of Torah and the performance of good deeds. May they be privileged to one day bring him to the wedding canopy here. And let us say, please remain standing for Hagba and Gilad, lifting and dressing the Torah, as Liad finds the seat. Please remain standing. Yamdu Hagba, the Gilad, as I call him, Leon and Steve Meyer. זאת התורה ששר משה לפני בני ישראל, על תיעד משה. Is the tree of life to those who lay hold of it. Happy are those who support it. Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths are peace. Turn us to thee, O Lord, and we shall return. Renew our days as of old. As the ark is closed, you may be seated. And now I'd like to call on Sigal to address the congregation.
Rabbi, President of St. Jacob, synagogue, friends, and family. All of 13 years gone by so quickly. I remember Liad's birthday like yesterday. I had emergency surgery. I never got to hold you before they rushed you to the neonatal ICU. 12 hours later, I saw you for the first time in polarized picture. A nurse took tiny 4-pound baby with stitches, leads, and wires everywhere. That day, February 26, 1999, was the beginning of an amazing journey for Liad and everyone who touched his life. Liad, raising you teaches us so many things. You let us feel what unconditional love is, how life can be complicated and funny at the same time, how to overcome difficulties, be grateful for the half-full cup, and enjoy life to the fullest. God bless you with so many gifts. You are very special, happy, smart, loving, and handsome young man. You love to read and write stories. You love to grow. You love animals and people. You have amazing memories, and you are a great fellow. We name you Charles after your papa and dad. Your Hebrew name means mine forever. I know that you may stay closer for a while, but we still wish you to go with your dreams and fly out of the nest as far as you can possibly. As you possibly can. We love you so much. Enjoy your special day. Not too long ago, another mother said that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I could not agree more. Since it is a significant milestone in Liad's life, I would love to take the opportunity to first thank God for helping us to be Liad's parents, overcome barriers and learn his skills. To Charlie for being a wonderful dad. To Benjamin and Eli, who grew up to be caring and loving brothers. To our babysitters, who became family, Pam, AJ, Kelly, Allie, and Sydney. To the extended family here, Mamo and Papo, Kuhl, aunt, uncle, and cousins. To my family in Israel, I know all of you are here with us today and waiting for our arrival to celebrate the Bar Mitzvah in Jerusalem. To Jill and Callan, the first to introduce sign language to Liad when he was 1 year old, and for working with him for 10 years. Thanks to Annette Carey, Jim Smiley, and Ruth Ann King from the Deaf and Blind Project for your support and fundraising. And million thanks to Minshall Elementary, teachers, interpreters, staff, our partner in educating Liad, Mary Dillebrandt, Chris Ferguson, Miss Love, Miss Wilkerson, Tivita, Miss Moore, Miss Jackson, Miss Vicky, Miss Bates, and Mr. Anderson. Today exactly, we are marking 10 days of attending the school. Thanks to all Liad's friends from the school. Thank you, Marilyn, for Sunday and Hebrew school. Thanks for the show and Nancy and the Jewish community here in Charleston. Thanks a million for everyone from Scout Pack 168. Let us remember Marty Adams, a gentle soul who watches us from heaven. You, Marty, initiated this process by teaching me how to approach the Bima and the Torah. I hope you're proud. To Melanie Glasser, who volunteered to continue what Marty started and came every week all the way from Huntington to work with Liad. To Rabbi, who took on the challenge and worked hard to learn time. It was a pleasure and honor to work with you. To Lynn Meyer for the creation of the invitation, the beautiful handmade talit, many ideas, advice, and day-to-day support. To the Charleston chef Rachel Rubin, the one and only who cooked and baked the luncheon. Thanks to Momo and Barbara for the baking and the homemade candy. To my friends from work, to my very close friend Sagi, who is about to have a baby girl any day now, for spending time baking and cooking until 11 o'clock last night. To Richard Katz for the technical support, Billy Sherman for the handmade kippah and the signing, to Miss Tony for the interpreting, to Stuart and Susan May for the certificate, to Mr. Elliot Urek for the CC, to Melissa Gibbons for the many hours and the love you put into creating that wonderful slideshow, and Mark Hornbaker for the beautiful voice you'll hear later. I meant to write a very short speech, but look what happened. We're so glad. So I'm closing up with a deep thank you to each and every one of you for coming today to celebrate with us. We could not do it without your support and love. Thank you.
Liad's teacher, Mary Vidbrand, will now address the congregation as well.
Thank you, and I feel privileged to be the one to give this speech today. So many teachers and interpreters and maids have worked with Liad over the years. I remember the first time I had a chance to work with Liad, I was overwhelmed that a boy who had so many obstacles in his life was always so full of life. He was like a pinball moving from one situation to the next, always full of questions. And though he was deprived of the senses we enjoy and take for granted, he had a sixth sense of sensing people and situations around him, always touching, always asking, always wanting to connect with the world. To be honest, my first year of teaching him was in one word, exhausting. Because I couldn't keep up with him, and it's as if somewhere inside he told himself, if I can't see it, and I can't hear it, then I will get others to describe it. And he soaked up information like a sponge, never forgetting anything you told him. In preparing this speech for this glorious day, there were 3 times brought to mind that Liad showed just how bright he was. In 1st or 2nd grade, he had to do all of his written work with a fat black crayon or a marker on white paper, which not only proved to be laborious and a little messy, but painstakingly slow, because even though he could write, it was hard for him to see what he had written. He had a little bit of vision and wasn't interested in learning Braille. And I kept thinking there must be a way to teach him. And then we were able to get a computer for him, after many months and an endless search for resources. We were able to get a large keyboard, a white on black screen, and Liad typed his first sentence independently. My name is Liad Kuhl. I was so excited, I even called his mom from work and printed copies for him to read and show. It was as if a new world had opened up to him without being limited by a fat black crayon. In 2nd grade, we decided to put on a Thanksgiving play, and I've learned after 30 years of teaching, never say never to students when they perform in front of other people. All of my deaf students were memorizing their parts, but Liad was struggling, so I devised a way to write one word at a time of his speech in black marker on 8.5 by 11 paper, which we put on the podium, and he signed his speech while I voice interpreted one word at a time and took a big bow, just like all the others, wearing his paper pilgrim hat. In 3rd grade, we were blessed with a wonderful interpreter, Debbie Meadows, who made dozens of PowerPoint books on everything from West Virginia history to geometry, so Liad would have every opportunity to learn all the new things that education has to offer. Liad loved them, and especially in one short month, memorized every president of the United States in order, from Washington to Bush, and all the presidents in between. You could ask him who was the 20th, 31st, or 4th president. He never missed a beat. He could tell you exactly who they were. We stopped when he wanted us to teach him the names of all the vice presidents. And to Liad's parents, Charlie and Segal, we only have him for 6 hours per day in school, but the credit goes to you for never saying never, for never giving up, for pushing past the opposition, for exposing Liad to everything life has to offer, including today. And to Liad, you must know how much we love you, how all the teachers, interpreters, and administrators who have worked with you over the years love you, how you inspire us and humble us every day. Last week, when a newspaper article, a wonderful article, appeared in the paper with Liad's pictures, I came to him and I said, "Why, you're famous." And he said, "Famous? What does that mean? What does famous mean?" And I said, "Famous is when many, many people know you, and they'll recognize you from your pictures." And he said to me, "Famous? Like the president?" I said, "No, more famous than that." And I said, "People will ask you for your autograph." And he said, "Autograph? What is that?" And I said, "It's when you write your name down for people to have so they can show other people they met a famous person." The next day, as I said, never forgetting anything he was told, I was talking to him in the breakfast room, and he took my hand and he wrote, L-I-A. And he said, "That is my autograph." And I said, And Liad, you are famous. This is your day, one of the biggest events in your young life, and only the beginning of more opportunities to become and be known as the famous Liad Kuhl.
I call the president of our congregation.
Rabbi Yurecki, fellow congregants, and guests, good afternoon and welcome to the B'nai Jacob. I am truly humbled to recognize Liad as our new bar mitzvah. Liad, you are very brave and have shown a great deal of courage. You speak and hear through your sense of touch, but it's you who have touched us all. Your determination to reach this day has filled our hearts with pride. You now join many others in maintaining our Jewish rituals. Please know that you have the ability to inspire others. Continue to be courageous, fearless, and confident. You have set an example today, an example for yourself as well as others. We are proud to be connected to you through Judaism. Let our faith guide you in times of doubt or trouble. And remember that you will always be welcome here at B'nai Jacob. Thank you, Liad, for reminding us what can be achieved through hard work and strength of mind. And yes, the best is yet to come. Congratulations to you and your parents, Charlie and Segal. In honor of your bar mitzvah, please accept that we have a gift from B'nai Jacob. And also a certificate for $1,000 to be used toward a trip to Israel between your 15th and 18th birthday. Congratulations.
Israel is of Tarsi. Ceremony in Israel.
I want to thank everyone for joining us this afternoon for this extraordinary occasion. It has been a joy and an honor to be a part of Liad's life and to study for this great day. I chose this section of the Torah for him, the Ten Commandments, for two reasons. The obvious one is that it is one of the most famous passages in the Hebrew Bible, the five books of Moses. The other reason is that according to our tradition, according to the Torah, when the Jews were standing at Mount Sinai and hearing God's laws for the first time, they signaled their acceptance of God's law with the words, Na'aseh v'nishma, we will do and we will hear. The rabbis explained this odd order because it should have said, we will hear and we will do. The rabbis of old teach us that we will do and we will hear meant that the Jewish people promised that first and foremost they would be faithful to all the practices of the Torah. They didn't have to hear what else was contained in the Torah. Hearing is not as important as doing. We are going to be first and foremost the people who are faithful to the traditions that we were given by God by doing them. The Ten Commandments has therefore come to represent the Jewish people's commitment to not just hear the words of God and not just to speak it, but to live it, to be a people of action, a people committed to doing what God asks of them. Liad may not be able to hear, but he, as you see, can do. He has shown us that today. Thanks to his devoted parents, and thanks to his wonderful teachers, he is here today like the Jews at Mount Sinai he is doing. He is carrying on the traditions of his people and his family. In every important way, Liad is at Mount Sinai today, hearing the words of God just as our people did. And by his actions, he is entering a relationship, a friendship with God. And we are so, so proud of him. I end his bar mitzvah by now speaking to Liad in his language and giving him the oldest blessing of our faith, the Birkat HaKohanim, the priestly blessing. Liad, I am so proud of you. You are wonderful to me and to your family and to our our community. You are special to God, and I thank you for all you taught me. My dear student, stand for God's blessing to you. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. May God watch over you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem laka shalom. May God grant you peace. Mazel tov. We ask you all to please rise now as Dr. Horvig will lead us in the traditional song of blessing after a special occasion, Simon Shalom